As we start the new year, weather continues to be one of the biggest drivers for the energy market. This year we have seen a very inconsistent weather forecast. This has been driven by high levels of volatility, and we've seen very mild weather giving way to very cold weather, and the same with the wind. This has made predicting the weather forecast, particularly difficult this year. However, having said that, the current cold spell is due to end over the next couple of weeks, and we are looking forward to warmer weather, windier weather prevailing from the third week of January. If we do see that, that should be a benefit to UK energy prices. The end of Russian gas supply, it has been an end of an era at the start of this year. Russian gas, pipeline gas, has flowed throughout the conflict in Ukraine into those landlocked countries, including Slovakia and Austria in Eastern Europe. However, these supplies have now ended. There was a lot of discussion in the markets as to whether these flows would continue, whether a deal would be made, but no deal has been made. So we are now seeing zero direct Russian gas flows into Europe. Gas has been sourced from other areas, and we have seen some volatility. If we ever see some improvement to this situation, then we will see an potential price benefit, but at the moment we are not expecting any Russian gas flows via Ukraine. So geopolitics is going to be a big part of energy prices over the next quarter. We have the second inauguration of President Trump in the next couple of weeks, and he is set to have a big part to play in energy prices. Trump has gone on record many times as being a strong proponent of the oil and gas extraction industry. He has said very vocally that he will encourage more exporting of US LNG, which should be to the benefit of the rest of the world, including the UK and Europe, that is very much reliant on this US LNG. However, he's going to have to overcome some legal hurdles if he is going to do so. Trump could also have an impact on the seemingly intractable Ukraine-Russian conflict. If he is able to achieve some sort of a peace deal, we should see an improvement again, and it would be a positive step towards some sort of a normalization and maybe even a reversal of the trends that we've seen since the start of the energy crisis. Then finally, economic demand. This plays a big part in whether or not the overall demand for energy. So in the US, we are seeing a lot of AI driven. We are actually seeing record demand for electricity generation in the US. We're seeing a very strong economy over there. By contrast, the Eurozone economy, continental Europe, remains very weak. Deindustrialization is a very real factor. We are certainly seeing it in Germany, and it remains to be seen whether their demand will ever recover to the levels that we saw before the energy crisis. The UK is also seeing relatively weak demand. We're seeing a push towards renewables that is over time reducing our reliance on gas. However, we will remain reliant on imported gas for a long time to come. And then finally, on a positive note, the new government remains committed to a strong program of renewables. We are seeing more investment in wind, we are seeing a lot more commitment to solar, and we are seeing investment in the grid. These things will take time to come through, but we have seen rather in 2024 a record amount of renewables. We saw more electricity, more power generated by renewables than by gas. So another step in the right direction away from dependence on fossil fuels.